energetic and material-loving ninja from Wutai, Yuffie, joins the party pretty late into FF7 Rebirth, but she is still in fact a character that Cloud can take on a date in Chapter 12 at the Gold Saucer. You'll need to make up some ground with her fairly quickly compared to the other characters, and here's how to do it.
You won't regret this, or my name isn't Yuffie Kisaragi!
Like the Tifa romance guide, I have to make a quick note that if you're looking for an overview of the relationship system in FF7 Rebirth, we have a handy guide for that already that covers everything you need to know about it. This guide will focus specifically on the 5 things you need to do to make sure that Yuffie is the one who comes knocking on your door at the Gold Saucer in Chapter 12. Since you get her later than the other romanceable characters, Yuffie has a bunch of dialogue choices that happen very quickly all in one chapter to catch her up. In Chapter 6, right when you arrive at Costa del Sol, you'll find Yuffie by an ice cream truck near the Surf and Suntan.
Just admit it. You're obviously captivated by my bodacious beach bod.
Here you'll want to respond with, yeah, obviously.
Wait, you are? I didn't expect you to have an eye for beauty.
Later on in the chapter, after the boss fight on the beach, right when you're leaving Johnny's seaside inn, Yuffie will officially attempt to join the party. Resist the urge to troll her and let her join without any resistance by replying with, bring it, and then you can come with.
I knew you'd say that!
In Chapter 9, when you get to explore the town of Gongaga, you'll spot Yuffie lounging on the couch in Cisne's house, singing this catchy tune.
I am so bored right out of my brain.
Stoke her ego by saying, nice song. Funny too.
Finally, someone recognizes my genius.
In Chapter 10, during the festival, you can spot Yuffie in the crowd like all the other party members. Here, you'll want to say, pretty much.
Thank you. So if you get that, you get why I live every day like it's my last.
And finally, in Chapter 11, when you go out to wander the town of Nibelheim, you can find Yuffie next to the yoga class. For this one, simply say, yup.
No way, naturally? Oh man, you got my mouth watering.
Now that you've got the conversations bar filled up, it's time to focus on Yuffie's odd jobs.
We hope you enjoyed the show, but even if you didn't, you still gotta pay.
Your next way to increase your relationship with Yuffie is by completing all the side quests that she's attached to. These include, in Corel, Trouble in Paradise, also in Corel, the Saga of the Seaside Inn, in Gongaga, Teach Me Great Warrior, in Cosmo Canyon, Bonds of Trust, in Nibel, Esoteric Secrets of the Elders, in Junon, Tides of War and Worry, and back in Cosmo Canyon, Victim of Circumstance. Note that a handful of those are late game quests unlocked in Chapter 12, with the last one in Cosmo Canyon being particularly notable as it's only available after first completing the other 4 side quests in Cosmo Canyon. That said, you do get another magnifying materia as the reward for completing it, so it's worth the effort for more reasons than just Yuffie's date.
It's fine. It's just a card. It can't kill you.
For Yuffie's story beats, as amusing as it is to watch motion sickness get the better of her, you're going to want to make sure you switch the track on the Corel minecart ride in Chapter 7 so that you take the safer route.
You okay?
Better than I thought, actually. Guess Cloud didn't feel like completely screwing us over.
Also, on your second visit to the Gold Saucer in Chapter 12, before the big date, make sure to head to the Wonderment Square to challenge Yuffie at the 3D Brawler minigame. The secret to winning this is learning her tells for each attack. Make sure that you dodge with the stick where the attack is coming from. So, for example, if the attack is coming to Cloud's right, you'll use the right stick. If it's coming to Cloud's left, you'll use the left stick. When she reaches back with a big wind-up, block high, and when she crouches down for an uppercut, block low. Your opportunity to attack comes when there's a blue flash and she takes a stance. Hit her on the side where the arm is lowered. One last thing to watch out for is when there's a red flash, indicating that she's about to do a quick combo. All of her attacks will come high, and you'll need to block left, right, and right one more time. Afterwards, you'll be free to strike her wherever. Keep this up to fill your limit break meter faster than she does, and you'll be victorious.
Close.
You'll want to make sure you use all of Yuffie's synergy skills and abilities with Cloud. Check out our synergy guide for a full overview of how the system works, But for the purpose of this video, all you need to know is to make sure that you unlock the following skills for both Cloud and Yuffie's folios, and then use them in battle. For Cloud, you want Counterfire, Maelstrom Strike, and Melee Blade. And for Yuffie, you want Ninja Bazooka, Shuriken Sync, and Halcyon Descent. And then finally, make sure that you do more for Yuffie than any other character. This last one is actually kind of difficult with Yuffie due to the fact that you get her so late in the game, and you can't do some of her side quests until you're close to the end as well. Still, if Yuffie is your one and only and you won't accept any substitutes, you'll need to do the bare minimum for the other characters, or just make sure that you're a completionist for Yuffie. Alternatively, you could also just beat the game, replay Chapter 12, and set her as your Chapter 12 companion in the extra settings. However you do it, if you follow this guide, Yuffie will be your date for the Sky Wheel, and you'll be able to give her the time of her life. Until it's not.
Let's take a break.
Thanks for watching, and for more FF7 Rebirth romance, make sure to check out our general romance guide, our video on how to date Tifa, and we've got even more to come. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.